Well, the American Coalition for Ethanol has just introduced a new carbon calculator tool. It aims to help producers understand the carbon intensity of their operations in an effort to attain net zero greenhouse gas emissions. ACE CEO Brian Jennings joins us now for an update. And Brian, as always, thanks for your time today. Now, before we dig into this new tool, can you give us a bit of background on carbon intensity and, of course, what it entails?
Absolutely, Janet. Good morning. Carbon intensity is a measure by which transportation fuels life cycle greenhouse gas emissions, everything from the production stages to the use of that fuel, affect the environment and are compared to gasoline. And carbon intensity is going to be the metric by which a lot of new policy in the future, not only in the United States but around the globe, will be crafted, and the lower a fuel's carbon intensity is, the likelihood the greater demand there will be for that fuel.
Now tell us about this new calculator and, of course, what it means for producers.
So knowing that carbon intensity is going to really determine the future demand for fuels like ethanol, we built this tool to help not only ethanol owners and producers, but also farmers better understand all of the various factors that go into corn ethanol's carbon intensity. A lot of people don't know this, but corn farming, how we grow, how we raise corn, is responsible for about half of ethanol's carbon footprint. And this calculator helps farmers enter their own data and appreciate for themselves how making small changes on their operations, maybe reduced tillage or more efficient use of fertilizer, can have a dramatically beneficial impact on ethanol's carbon intensity.
And what type of feedback have you guys had so far?
Well, we just rolled it out, but we have shared it with some of our ethanol producers in the past for a sneak peek, and they've really enjoyed playing around with it, tinkering with it, entering their own data from their ethanol facilities. We will be unveiling it at the Fuel Ethanol Workshop in a more public fashion this week, and we're looking forward to feedback because we're sure we'll have to make some improvements as we go.
And what future benefits do you think this holds for the industry, Brian?
Well, one of the other features of this is we plug in an economic value. Right now, carbon is trading for about $100 a ton in the West Coast clean fuel markets. Farmers and ethanol producers can not only plug in their own data to determine carbon intensity, they can see how certain improvements on the farm or in the ethanol facility will bring a return on investment to them, and that's a critically important piece of this puzzle.
Now you can go online to ethanol.org/carbon calculator for more information. Again, American Coalition for Ethanol CEO Brian Jennings. Again, thank you very much for joining us here this morning, Brian.